my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shayla. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are just doing some fun crafting. I am actually making some coin envelopes, which are just kind of tall currency envelopes, if you've seen those. And I just thought I'd pop on and just kind of craft, just craft with ya. I don't know. I wasn't really planning this or anything. Usually my videos are slightly more planned out. They don't always go according to plan, but they are planned out. But I just thought I'd pop on. So I found this great typography, hopefully I'm saying that right, book. And it has these great little pages in it of different text styles or font styles. So I selected a few, and I'm so sorry. I drank a little Pepsi Zero. I like Pepsi and I like Coke, so it's not like I preference one or the other. I know some people were rolling their eyes. I also like Dr. Pepper, but I did drink a little soda beverage beforehand, so I'm sorry. I apologize if I have the case of the burps. I don't know. But anyways, back to the coin envelope. So I was starting to make one, and then I was like, I think I've done a tutorial on this, but I'll just pop on and kind of show y'all in case you're just looking for that nice, relaxing type of craft that really doesn't require much effort. You literally just have to have a sheet of paper, which I do. I would recommend it be a bigger sheet of paper. This paper is, oh great, my mat is actually upside down. This paper, let me get the old school ruler here. I don't know, all my rulers have walked off. My desk is a mess though, in case you can't tell, so they could just be hiding. This paper is about 6.5 inches width, by 9 inches length, so 6 by 9. So if you have a 6 by 9, that should be big enough. I don't know, a 6 by 6 like scrapbook pad paper might be a little small. You might get more of a squared type look. But I think for the most part, if that's what you're going for, that could definitely work. But anyways, so all we're going to do is, whichever side you want to face the front, you want to turn that, to where you're not seeing it. So put that face side down. And then what I do is I kind of see where there's the most like white edge. Sometimes it's the same. I did have to trim a little of this off because it had the kind of natural book page from me ripping it out. So I did trim it a little bit, but I trimmed it to where there's not a lot of white edge on this side. So I will use this edge as my surface to glue onto, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I folded it I kind of just eyeball fold it. You can like kind of meet them in the middle to see where you'd like to make your crease, but essentially you're just making like a tall tube pocket thing to start. So I have my handy dandy glue over here. I am using Fabrifix. It's also called Fabri-Tac. It is for fabric, but it also glues paper together as well. And it just gives you a nice hold. I really like that glue. And I don't know where my glue stick is. So I've been like crafting all over my my house. So there's things in different spots of my house that I just haven't gathered and brought back into my room. So, okay, so I glued that down and I just put it along the edge there. Now, normally I would say, if you would like this edge to be like stand out a little more, not kind of, merge into the paper where it's kind of hard to see the edge, then I would distress it. You can use that Distress ink by Tim Holtz. You really could use like any ink pad. I have used in the past, let me see if I can find it. This brand Stays On. And I do like this because it dries really, really quickly. So you're, not really at risk of smudging. Yeah, fast drying. This is just for like a general ink pad stamp, but I have used it for distressing. So you can do that as well. You don't have to have distress inks. Okay, so I didn't do it that time. I will show you kind of what it looks like if you, so we have these lovely things right here. And this right here is one that I made, but you'll see the line is definitely a little more, bold because I wanted it to stand out. And ideally I would want to do that for every single one. I just kind of forget. So it's okay if you don't. But that's what it looks like if you do highlight the line with like a ink or something, which I think gives it a really nice finished look, but you know, we'll do that next time. So yeah, this is kind of like a sewing one. These look like cross stitch style letters to me. So I put this little hooks and eyes vintage ad on the front. And then I did add a little piece of sari silk to the back here, and I just kind of glued it. But then I put this little love, it says love on it, gold charm. So cute. And then I just added this little snippet there. So I do sometimes like to keep them a little blank. I mean, this is embellished to me. You know, in case whoever gets this envelope would like to add a little something, you know, they could up here or whatever, or they could do the back. And these will probably be for sale actually. So I'll have everything in the description below, including the ones I'm making on camera. But I do sell my handmade goods on an app called Whatnot. And in the description box, if you just go to this video in the description box, it'll have a link. First off, if you use my link, I might get a credit as well, so I can shop on Whatnot too. But there's a lot of great people who do junk journaling things on there, make a lot of handmade items. I've gotten a lot of great items. And I'd love to do like a Whatnot YouTube video showing the things that I've gotten, but I'm still waiting on a few to come in. And just kind of highlight some of the sellers on there. One, it's a great community. I don't really find like there's a lot of bullies or, you know, bad things on Whatnot. Like it's very closely monitored, which I really like. It makes it a very safe and creative space. But also too, like I like that I can show off the things that I make. And if people like them, they can buy them. So these will be available. I do have a show coming up. Depending on, this video might come out tomorrow. So if that's the case, my show will be today. I know that sounds crazy, but you can always go to my link, which should take you to my profile, and I'll put my profile name in the description too, just in case. And you can see all of my shows that I have coming up, which I only have two. One on Monday, it would be this Monday, whatever day this video is coming out, Monday, in the afternoon. And then I also have one on the same week on Thursday. That's a fabric show though. But yeah, anyways, enough about that. So, and I'm not sponsored, by the way. I'm sponsored by myself. This is another one that I made. I love the little lace detail trim right there that I did. And then the cute little green rhinestone. That's so cute. And then I just used like a little scrapbook embellishment. But again, look at that line. And some decorative scissors. It just makes it look a little more elegant. But that's another one. And then this one's a little more plain because this is kind of a big focal piece, which I thought just stood out. Now, I did not make this one. I actually bought this from a very nice lady off of Whatnot. She makes these. So yeah, that's kind of another thing. If you're like on the fence, there are other great sellers that make great things that you can use. And see, this one I did not do the distressing. So those are the three I have made so far, but let's keep on going. So we glued our paper down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take whatever the top is going to be. And I'm going to cut off some of this white, just like plain, if I can find my scissors. Here they are. I'm going to just cut this. Okay, so we have that. So there we go. It's more text heavy. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the front side, take the top two sides and fold together. You're not going to make an actual crease. You're just going to line those up together. And I like to bring it down probably a good 1.5 inch. Could be 2 inches, I'm not too sure. And I'm just gonna cut it at a angle like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like unfolded. And then line those back up because we're not done. And then I'm going to cut it this way, and I'll cut it like right here. Just so we have a more of like a straight edge and not a point. Which you can have a point, that's totally up to you. So now that I have this, I unfolded it. This is the back. There's the line right there. I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it this way to where you can see these two. Okay. And then on the side that has my little crease, so that would be like my back side, I'm going to cut it. So I'm literally just going to cut it like that. Super, super easy. Now we have a fabulous little coin envelope lid. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so we did half of the work. Now we have to do the bottom. Now the bottom, I don't really care so much about this little white piece, so I'm just going to leave it. But you can cut that off too. It'll also make your envelope a little less taller. You know, what the heck, we'll do it. Okay, I'll cut it. There we go. Okay, so there we go. It's nice and short now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two sides, and I'm on the back side here, the seam side, and I'm going to line them up. We're not going to make a fold. We're just lining them up. And then we're just going to do a little snip. Little bit, like that much. Done. Okay. And then before we fold it up like this, look at that. Oh, so cute. I'm going to glue the inside right here so that we have a nice seal. All right. Y'all, I've started putting my little glue bottle upside down, and it is a game changer. In case y'all are like, gosh, it takes forever for my glue to come down, because that's this type of glue. It is a thick glue. Just put it upside down. You lose a little bit, but then it dries and creates its own little seal. Okay, so there we go. I glued that side down. So now that it's glued, I'm going to fold it up. This is the back side. Folding it up like that. And you can choose to fold it. I mean, if you want a big fold like that, you can. I just kind of fold it maybe like an inch in total. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue. Just going to glue around here. Perfect. Okay, awesome. All right, and so I just glued that down. So now that is nice and glued. And we still have our little envelope. So super cute. But we're not done. So see, that's another thing. You could have distressed this edge as well. Let me show you. So here we go. So there's that, and I kind of highlighted that edge. Again, I didn't do that for this one. This one's just going to be a little bit on the lighter side of distressing, which is fine. But we will go ahead and do that now. So using my ink here, this is Black Soot Distress ink. And then all I'm going to do is go around the edges. And this just gives it kind of like a vintagey look. You definitely don't have to do this at all. If you're like, no, I like it the way it is, just leave it. You don't have to. Excuse me. Well, I hope y'all are having a wonderful Monday, since this is going to be a Monday video. Sorry about all the jargon earlier. I was getting confused. I was like, wait, what day is it? All right. And I kind of like to highlight the inside too, you know? I don't know. You don't have to, but I do. You know, I could go over it, but I would risk getting ink in a lot more places than where I want it. So I'm just going to leave it. Okay. Oh, goodness. Sorry, that was my light. Okay, so now we have a fabulous little envelope. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we need to decorate it. Oh, do you see this? Okay. Of course you do. So these are just things that I found in books because I was taking apart some books. And I found some great images of just random stuff. This was from a sci-fi book, and just in the middle, it was all text, but in the middle it had these really cool images. Look at that. I don't know. It's so cool. Okay, that one's not that great. But look at the back. How neat is that? And then look, that's like supposed to be a alien or something. I don't know. A robot. I don't know. This was a sci-fi book, but the art style is so neat. And I thought these would make really cool tags or journaling cards. It doesn't always have to be flowers and butterflies, you know? Like, you could do a cool, weird sci-fi tag with like maybe some holographic paper. I think that would be amazing. Look at that. So crazy. So yeah, sometimes if I find really cool images, I'll just set them aside because I'm already inspired and I'm like, I know what I want to do with those. So I have a spot for those. And then I found this one. This was in an old card games book. Very nicely aged. I loved this though. I definitely want to turn that into possibly like a journaling card or maybe a large tag. I don't know. I always end up making large tags. But yes, that's what these weird images were. If you were like, what is that? Happy Halloween. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to close my ink so we don't dry it out. So now I have this fabulous blank canvas. And so what I've been doing is I have a fabulous little, what are these called? Page protectors for binders. And it's full of like little cutouts that I did. So I'm just going to see if I can find like a nice one to put on the front. That would be the right size. I know some of these are bigger. And some of them just aren't the right, you know, style. Like that's kind of cute. That would be like a cute little label or something. We'll leave that one out. But I do have, you know, I have others somewhere. See, I could just use like the nest maybe. I don't know. We'll keep looking. There's like a little elephant or a mammoth, I guess. Oh, I don't know about that image. I'm just pulling some out. It looks like I was cutting up a educational book of some sort. Oh, look, she's cute. Okay, and then we have some cute little quotes. Maybe we can use those. Okay, I think we have something to work with. We'll figure it out from here. Oh, look at that. Poison. Okay. Ooh, these are fun. What are these? See, I feel like that's too much. Black and white though. We could do something like that. I kind of like that. Okay, I think we found it. So let's do that. So I'm going to glue this down first. And I think just to make it a little, see if we can make it pop just a little more. I know it's just black and white, but you know. Maybe we can make it look a little more grungy or something. Okay, there we go. I made it look grungy. But I kind of like it. Okay, we're going to go for it. And if not, we can always keep covering because that's what we do as junk journalers. We'll just keep collaging our little hearts out. Okay. All right. All right, so we got that. Now we have this little thing, which I think that looks cool. It's like kind of grungy looking. I might actually distress this as well, just for some extra. There we go. Also, it covers up that like cut edge, if you know what I mean. Sometimes if you cut into like, you know, scrapbook paper or something, the edge will be white. So that's another good, you know, reason to distress your edges. Just makes it look a little more finished. All right. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute that is. Hopefully that didn't stop the camera. I did like change the brightness because that was hard for me to see. But hopefully it's good. So, oh wait, I glued it down. I was like, it'd be cute if I could like stick something in there. Never mind. Okay, so it does feel like it's not quite done. Just, what if we, nah. Ooh, I could stamp this vintage on there. I think that would be fun. Let's go ahead and do that. I love this stamp. It's just a good size. It's a good size, and it's like that cool typewriter look. Now let's hope that I stamp this well. Oh, it's so fabulous. Okay. Happy dance. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, now I'm excited. What else can I do to it? What do you think of that? Does that look good? Ugh, I don't know. It looks like it just kind of bleeds into the paper. Just reaching for anything. Reaching for anything. I have some like sari silk over here. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this gorgeous sari silk. Ugh, so excited. Maybe we can cut a little bit off. I don't know. That kind of looks cool. Ooh, what do we think of that? Maybe like that. I don't know. I feel like now I'm starting to add too many things. I feel like something needs to go here though. Okay, she's never happy. I will leave it for now, and then maybe I'll add to it later. But yeah, that is basically it. So we'll make another one really quick before I sign off here. So here's another sheet. This kind of has that nice gothic looking text. Let me dig out my paper trimmer, because like I said, my desk is a huge mess, y'all. I've been crafting away, but it's been enjoyable, so I consider it a happy mess. All right, so I cut that side off, as you can tell. See how there's more white on this side than this side? So what I'm going to do now, because I do want this edge to show, I'm going to try and do it right, is I'm going to just distress the edge, just this edge, because I know this will be my top edge. Or wait, this will be my top edge. That's okay that I distress that. Distress both edges if you want, just for security. Can't go wrong when they're all distressed. Okay. All right. So I distressed that edge barely. But you'll be able to see it when I fold it. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. And again, I'm just eyeballing it. Obviously, the more you fold this way, the thinner your pocket is going to be, or your envelope. So I'm going to fold it probably a little more than halfway, I guess. Fold that over, and ideally, since we're folding the paper a lot, you probably want to use a paper that is a little bit strong, not one that's brittle. And so I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I'm going to fold this one. Hopefully that wasn't too crooked. Oh, it looks pretty good. Okay. Well. Okay, that's better. There we go. So we have that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this right here. And I just run a strip of glue along the edge. So let's do that. All right. And then I'm just going to fold that over. And you don't have to distress with just black ink. You could do like, you could do like a rainbow one. That would be fun. I just tend to gravitate towards neutral colors because I don't ever know what I'm going to put on the front. So, okay, so we have that. So now I'm going to do the top here. And again, you can cut it. I guess I'll do that as well. Oh, these scissors are amazing. If you're on the fence about getting the Tim Holtz tonic scissors, let me be the pusher and just push you over the edge because they are wonderful. I've been using them for a few days now and I love them. They cut like butter. Okay, so now again, I'm going to cut it a little wide because I like a big flap. Let's see, cut, and then I don't want a pointed edge, so I'm going to cut again, just kind of at the top. There we go. You could cut, like, see, I'm like, that looks a little too skinny, so I'm going to cut just right here. There we go. And then now that we have that, I'm going to fold it in half the other way. Barely. I'm not going to, like, super fold it. And then the side that has your crease on it, we're going to cut off. So this is the back side, my crease side, so I'm going to cut it. Beautiful. There we go. So we have our top half, and then now we'll do our bottom. And I think the bottom I'm just going to leave. So just going to do a slight fold so I can gather the corners. And then remember, we're just going to cut a little bit off. So a little bit. Beautiful. And then now we can fold it over. I folded about an inch. That looks like maybe a little more, but that's okay. And we have our little envelope. Look at how cool that is. Okay. So now we can distress it. I'm wearing a gray sweater and I'm just, oh, it actually got a little chilly in Texas. Very, very exciting. The first day it was like rainy, you know, and it wasn't really too cold, but I was so excited that it was just cloudy and not super sunny and hot all day that I made chili. So we had chili. And then it actually turned like slightly cold, like fall cold, not cold cold. Texas, well, I would say it doesn't get cold, but that one year, what was it? I think like it was 2 years ago. We had that crazy winter storm here, which I'm sure Northerners are like, please, you know, but we were not prepared for that. We were not prepared. Okay, so I folded that. Beautiful, beautiful. So now, or I glued it. So now I'm going to fold it up. And again, this is something where you're like, man, that's like really long. Or I just want it to be straight across. Then you can cut it. Or you can round it if you have like a corner chomper. I can show y'all what that is if you're curious. But these are so much fun. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And yeah, so now we have our fabulous little pocket. We can distress it. We'll distress it and we'll decorate it. I need a little more ink. And again, I like to highlight the edge. Sometimes it gets lost. This is so cute though. And then I think my next video I'll probably have is going to be a book haul video, because I went to the Goodwill outlets not too long ago, and I've had these books just kind of sit on my floor, and I need to move them, but I wanted to show you all what I got first, and I didn't want to forget what I got, so they're just sitting in their own spot. So I need to record that one. But that should be the next video, I believe. And yeah, and then hopefully another tutorial. I'd love to do, like, I feel like I've made junk journal tutorials on making a junk journal, but I've never finished one. So I'd love to do that as well. Let's make like a series and actually finish it. Okay, so we have our pocket. It is distressed. Let me do a little more on here. Okay, that was good. Let me see. I want to put like a nice image on the front. I'm not going to use the cutout images I have. Let me grab something. Okay, just seeing if there's anything. This is my modern die cuts. So these are things that look a little more modern. That's too big. But I thought maybe I could use one of these. Oh, look at the bee. Sorry. My voice just got so high. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's do that. We'll need a word, but that can come in a minute. So let me go ahead and glue this down. And these are just like scrapbooking die cuts. You don't have to use vintage things all the time. You can use some new stuff. I need to use some of the newer stuff that I have. Like, you know, modern looking things. Who says we can't mix? Okay, let me make sure. Yeah. Make sure it's right side up. Oh, geez. All right. So cute. And now we'll put our little bee here. Which I think, what if we had him like popping up? That would be so cute. Okay. Let me grab this. Handy dandy glue dots. So these are glue dots, and basically they're to add dimension to whatever you're sticking on your page. So these are smaller. They do make like a bigger ones, like if you have a big image or something, or you know, if you need like a little extra oomph, they'll make like thicker ones so they stick out more on your page. But I am just going to do, I'll probably put like 4 on here. And these are sticky. They are double-sided. They have a little like adhesive cover, so you just have to pull that off. I'm dreading cleaning my desk. Do you ever, like, you're crafting and you're like, I'm having so much fun, and you're like, but there's so many other things I need to do. I feel like that's the story of my life. Hopefully I'm not alone. But sometimes, like, I even get to a point where I'm like, I'm just gonna neglect my responsibilities so I can craft. Which isn't great, but, you know. Okay, it looks like I went a little dot happy. And and since these are sticky, I don't really feel like I'll need to add additional glue on top of these. We'll just see how they stick. All right, perfect. So now we're just gonna stick it on. I want a good placement though. Okay, so yeah. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there is a little dimension. See it right there? Which gives it just a little extra something. You get that nice little shadow right there. It doesn't have to be crazy, but it's so cute though. Okay, and I feel like we need a little Tim Holtz word. Ah, here we go. Under my pile of things, something just fell on the floor. Okay. Just looking for a cute one that would work with the bee. Ooh, do all the good you can. I love that. Okay. So we'll do that like right here. Yes. I am going to put some glue on this. Sorry, Tim Holtz. Sometimes your stuff just isn't strong enough. I need that extra security blanket. Okay. And we're going to put that right there. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. And see, it's just perfect the way it is. It does not need anything else. I could definitely like stamp something right here. Maybe in the future I will. I'm not sure. I could put something on the back. Like you could put a cute little charm or something. Like what if I have these random, I have my bling box right here, which is like all my rhinestones and stuff. But I could put a little charm on here. Let's try to see what I got. I do like this little pearl that's in here. Now, hang on a second. What do we think? That looks so cute. Okay, let's do it. Oh no. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, and should we put a charm on the back? Let's see. So I could put one like right there, or I could flip it. I kind of like it like that. All right, we'll do it just because I already got it out. Use your things. All right. So now I'm just gonna smoosh it and then we let it dry. We don't mess with it. We just let it do its thing. Look at how cute that is. Oh my gosh. So cute. Well, thank y'all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We made these two fabulous little typography coin envelopes. So cute. And I also have these that I made. Very adorable. So thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all sticking around. I hope you always stay crafty. And until the next one, bye.